Hi, my name is Jamie Statz-Paynter, and today I'm going to show you how to use this host set, which you get at a reduced price if you place a $150 order. I like this Mischievous mice because it really goes well with the Stampin' the Marvelous paper here, which is free for a $50 order during celebration through the end of February. So what I'm going to do is, this is a card that I cased from Pinterest. And I copied it pretty close, but I just wanted to see what casing means from when you actually change it into something that you can make as your own. So I took the 8.5 by 11 inch paper of Smoky Slate and I cut it in half at 5.5. Now I'm going to take this 8.5 by 5.5 and I'm going to score it at 4.25. Once I've closed that, I now have my layer of 4.25 by 5.5. And this time I'm going to make it so that my paper, which is 4 inches by 5.25, is going to go lengthwise. But first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my twine that I have here, and using my tear and tape adhesive, I'm going to start by taking a little piece here and taping it down. And then I'm going to go like this and just make a crisscross. Okay. And then when I'm on this back side, again, I'm going to put that piece there. Now I'm going to remove the backing to the tear and tape adhesive, which is always a problem for me because I have absolutely zero nails. So I apologize that it's taking me so long here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is use my tape runner and I'm going to glue it. I like this way with the white on the bottom. And again, this is 4 by 5.25. My next piece is going to be I'm going to put it just like this with my balloon. But what I did on this balloon is I cut out some bumblebee cardstock and I stamped another image of the balloon with the "It's Your Birthday." And then rather than coloring it, since I am a terrible colorer, my sister loves to color. I love to cut, fussy cut. She loves to color everything. So recently I've been to her house and she's got a ton of Stampin' markers, Stampin' blends. And if you're a colorer like her, you would have something like that, because they're really nice to use. But for this one, again, I'm going to just put it on the back of this, and I'm going to put it just like that. Next, what I'm going to do is using my blends, and I've got my Smoky Slate Dark and Light and my Flirty Flamingo marker, and what I'm going to just do is color the inside of his ears pink, and then the rest of it will be in Smoky Slate. Now what I'm going to do for the dark piece, and you can see on these Stampin' blends that you've got, let's see if it shows it here, a pointy piece and a piece that you can use more for blending. So what I'm going to do is take the pointy piece and just go like this to make where those little pieces are, and then I'm going to take this to color it in. But first what I'm going to do is I'm going to color the tail, and I'm not blending this because that would be really hard to do. And then I'm going to color his feet. And then what I like to do, because I am such an atrocious colorer, is go around the edges first, so I've got a barrier, so in case I make a mistake, hopefully I won't. And then I'm going to flip, oops, and I didn't do it up here, flip to my other side. And this is where you use the blending. And I basically just keep making little circular movements here. And what that ends up doing is it will make little darker spots. You can see just a little bit lighter, but it'll make it a little bit nicer, and it makes it a little different. Now, you can see I already made a little mess. So this is my color lifter, and I'm just going to go like that, and that's going to be just enough to lift it so that it isn't show up that gray piece there. Now, when you're doing this, you can see that this is one of the few things that when Stampin' Up! Their paper is thick. So I can stamp on one side and stamp on the other side and you'll never know the difference. Where here, because you're coloring and you're pressing hard to make it color, you will always see where there is a deviation in that. Okay, next I'm going to take my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I just made a little case, and I've got lots of them here because I love popping things up. And what I'm going to do is just pop it up here. And you can see how I what I do is I make it a little diagonally. And the reason why I do that is so that they're not up here and then everything goes flush there. Okay, and then we're going to peel this off. There you go. And now on the inside, I stamped just a quick note to say, and then you can put your happy birthday sentiment since you have the front part there. So now what I'm going to do is, again, making the pink for his ear and for the eraser up here. And then, again, we're going to use the light smoky slate, or no, not light, dark, sorry. Dark smoky slate to make these little edges. And now we're going to use my light smoky slate. To make some edges here. And since this isn't a large amount, I'm just going to color it in like this. Go. And now I've got, since it's yellow on the front, I'm going to use my dark pencil here of my, I used Melody Mango, and then just a light color here, and then I'm just going to blend this a little bit. And then again, using my adhesive, I'm going to put it on the inside. So this is just a very simple card, and you can see how they're using the two different images, say cheese, and I just put this down here and sticks instead of on the front, and this, it's your birthday, or just a quick note to say. So you can see how you can make two different cards. From this card, the one I saw on the Pinterest, and this is what I changed it to. If you have any questions, please email me at badgermomstance@gmail.com. Otherwise, have a wonderful day.